everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Shriram, how you doing? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Sorry, I'm just checking to make sure I'm audible and I'm... You can hear me, right? Are you able to hear me? Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Should be audible. Should be. Not sure. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Fine, boss. How you? Oh, I'm good too, man. I'm good too. Thank you so much for asking. Okay. So, hope you're ready today. Today is going to be a fun one because today we will be learning something very, very important, interesting, and useful. I'll say like all in one. Your voice is little lower compared to how it was first. How about this now? I'll increase the sensitivity a bit. Better? Just want to make sure you guys can hear me properly before I start. But today, you know, right, what we are doing. Today is a big one. It's a very interesting one. It's honestly a really practical, something you guys will see in your life every day type of learning, right? Like some content today will be of that type. So I'm pretty excited about that one. And without further ado, let's get started with some hacking and especially cryptography, right? Learning some cryptography, some math, some interesting stuff in and out here. Okay, just making sure. And let me drop this, right? So, because this is a premium room, so go back to being small. A bit smaller would be nice. Okay, here. Sorry, I'm just making sure. I found a good plugin to help me with this stuff. So probably soon you guys won't have to see this adjustment every day. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me, right? Things are going good. I'm just going to put my captions on. Here, screen share captions on. Because we are not doing any video today, so don't have to do that. Okay. So captions are on, you can see me. Beautiful. So today we will be doing public key cryptography basics, right? Public key cryptography. One sec, just drinking this. Okay. So public key cryptography, right? Public key is one of the type of cipher. There are like public key and there is just private key. Public key has two keys a lot all the time, right? And private one just have one password, which you have seen majority of the time. And public key, why it is important? Because this is a very useful way for sharing information or sharing confidential information with very important people like journalists, right? To give you an idea, right? There are, let's say, there was a attack or there was a big operation that happened in Saudi Arabia. It was Project Raven. Long time ago, right? Initiative UAE for surveillance over other governments, militants, human rights activists. Look at the last word, human rights activists. So basically, people like who are like journalists and those type of important people to bring out if there is any kind of injustice happening. For example, in Saudi, LGBT community is not given any rights, right? So when LGBT like the Pride ride was happening, a lot of people were directly killed, right? Straight up, they were killed, and no big news agency ever actually worked or like did any story on those, right? My voice is still low. Okay, how about this now? How about this? Is it better? Good morning, Idor. What's up? How you doing, man? How you doing, my brother? Is my voice better now? No. Okay, cool. Awesome. Either hopefully you can hear me too, right? Awesome. You want me, if you want, yeah, it's a premium room. It's going to be fun. So, as I was saying, right, Project Raven by UAE government against human rights activists. Why it was a big thing, right? Because let's say if I'm sharing some information, let's say I have information, I am a secret person with info, right? In Saudi, I want to send it to a very important person like a journalist. No, wrong way to write. Journalist. Right? If I send through like a medium, right, where it's like there is a password and just stuff, it's easy to like maybe hack my computer, find the password, right? But what happens is a lot of journalists use something called public key. What is public key, or what is the way of doing public key is that there are two keys, right? One is for encryption. One is for decryption. And they both are different, right? So let's say if I want to send, let's say it's me, right? I want to send information to the journalist. I will use, right? Hey, Rabbit, how you doing? What's up, bro? What's up? So let's say if I am sending some information, right? What I will do, I will use the first key, which is for encryption, and encrypted using a algorithm, whichever is the one used, and nobody else other than the journalist will be able to decrypt the message with the second, or basically the private key. I'm sitting in my class, you watching, yeah, nice. While the teacher is just bad at his job. Dude, majority of them are just like are cashing in the money. I'm learning new stuff in Java which was taught by teachers. For example, like type conversion in data types. Type conversion is an interesting thing. It's interesting that how some languages do that, some don't. If you want to learn either about Java, things to look at is Java heap, Java stack, then look at the buffer, stuff like that. Those will be fun, right? But as I was saying, right, why it is important. So if I want to send some information, and journalists, right, the one we saw yesterday, they mentioned this first encryption, the public key, on their website, so anybody can send them information on their email. Not that deep, okay? But yes, so this is how this thing works and why it is important. So in future, if somebody want to be a cybersecurity journalist, activist, somebody like that, right, and want to do that, check the Discord. Sure thing. But that's how you would do it, right? Or that would be a preferred way till then. What we got here? Oh, I haven't shared my stuff. My apologies. Oh, this is hilarious. Thanks, man. Thanks for the support. This is key. I love this is such a good keyboard though, and mouse. That's awesome. Hell yeah. That's awesome. In no way I'm using Java in my offensive programming. Oh yeah, don't use that. But yeah, that's the way, lads. That's the way to share information, especially if you are scared of your life, right? That's how Edward Snowden did it, right? And stuff like those are and it's like high level, really smart journalists use that, who actually uncover some really big things and their life is always at danger. But those are the one doing that. Cute keyboard, indeed. He has a very cute keyboard. So, and this is a premium room, so you don't have to pay. You will learn with me. So I'm very happy about that, right? So, yo, Wrench, yeah, you're late today. Sorry, it was my fault because I just shared I forgot to share the, what's this called? The live, this one. So, apologies. My bad, man. My bad. So, as I was saying, right, now let's begin with our premium room, which is I'm very excited about. So first, introduction. Let me make it bigger. I'm working on a project, so no chat on Discord. Oh, I see. So consider the following scenarios from everyday life. Let's say you are meeting a business partner over coffee and discussing somewhat confidential business plans. Let's break down the meeting from the security perspective. You can see and hear the other person. Consequently, it is easy to be sure of their identity. That's authentication. That is, you are confirming the identity of who you are talking with. A lot of people don't understand the meaning of authentication and authorization. Let me give you a very simple example to understand, right? Let's say there is a postman, right? With a baggage entering Facebook's headquarters, right? Auth is like, you can do this. Yeah, exactly. So postman, right? He enters the building, and now the security guard will be like, is this person the actual postman? Is he claiming what he is to be? And then, is this actually the right package for somebody in this company, right? So is the person pretending to be the postman, is that person actually postman and contains other something for us? Just like, is the person logging into a Facebook, or me, right? I'm logging into my YouTube. Am I the person I'm claiming to be? That's authentication. Now, what is authorization, right? So let's say the authorization, you say you are, who you are, right? So now we have the person is authenticated, right? Is okay, you are allowed, you are inside, you can go inside the building. Yes, this package belongs. Now, authorization is what this person, where this person can go, what the person who is claiming to be should have access to, right? So this postman, what level should this person be? 0, 1, 2, 3. Which level, which floor the person is allowed to go, or how many floors person can go. I think CH knows this because the web login and stuff. Yes, that's exactly what I do. So this is how exactly I do it, right? So what this person has access to. You have seen this in, and I will say this from my from my experience and T-Mobile, right? What happens when you have, let's say, if you are have a mobile plan with Geo, T-Mobile, Rogers, whatever company you are, whichever area you are in, right? So these are your company, right? This is the father, this is mother, kid, right? So if father is the primary holder, right? And kid is not a primary holder. Let's say kid is not a primary holder. We don't care about like mother. There is no need to mention mother actually in this one, or like to one of the parents only. But let's say mom and kid, both mom and father, both are authentication and access-based control on authentication for the user is authorization. Yes. And so let's say the kid, right? A father or mother can block certain websites. Block or unblock, right? Certain websites, certain numbers on the whole house's plans. That's authorization. The kid can authenticate, yes, I'm part of this family plan, but don't have the authorization to do these blocking, unblocking of those sites, or if you are using your television, those channels, some extra channels, right? So use proxy, it won't work, man. Bypass it. But that's a simple example, right? In your real life, so you can see that, okay, you are not allowed to change those. Don't let them stop you. Oh man, it's funny. Okay, so that's authentication, confirming the identity or claiming you are the person you are claiming to be. You can also confirm that you are hearing it I still make a SSH proxy. Okay. You can also confirm that what you are hearing is coming from your business partner. Integrity, right? You can tell what words and sentences are coming from your business partner and what is coming from others, right? It's in a cafe, bunch of people are coming, so you can tell. That's authenticity. That is, you, or basically integrity, like you verify the messages generally come from the specific sender. Moreover, authentic, it's like, okay, coming from the original place, integrity, whatever. It's all are same, I believe. Moreover, you know that what they are saying is reaching you, and there is no chance of anything changing in the other party's words across the table. That's integrity. Ensuring that the data has not been altered or tampered with. Okay. That's actually a good example. Authenticity is coming from the right person and it hasn't been changed. Integrity. Finally, you can pick a seat away from the other customers and keep your voice low so only your business partner can hear you. Okay, CH got to go. Java time, stream mute. Thank you so much though for coming, man, and thank you for watching. 100% Idor. Thank you. So that's confidentiality, right? Picking a seat so nobody else can, away from other customers, so nobody else can hear. Only the authorized parties, like the business partners, can access the data, can access the information you are saying. Let's quickly compare this with comprehensive. Let me do one thing. I just noticed like my face was very unclear. Okay, now it should be better. Okay, when someone sends you a text message, and let me wear my awesome sunglasses are back, lads. Sunglasses are back. Sexiness overloaded. Okay, so let's quickly compare with the correspondence in the cipher. Bro looks like Gandhi with that line. Oh man, is it bad? Like I want to see how I can like look at least, because my expressions are important, you know. My sexy expressions are important. Bro look like Gandhi. That's funny. Let's quickly compare this with correspondence in the cyber realm. When someone sends you a text message, how can you be sure that they are who they claim to be? So I am the one. How can you claim that I am censored hacker? I am the right person, right? Okay, this is not working. I'll do it later. How can you be sure that nothing changed the text as it traveled across various network links, right? So the integrity, how can you claim, okay, the email wasn't changed, right? Yeah, you're not CH. Who are you, imposter? Imposter among us, bro. I sabotaged his stream. When you are communicating with your business partner over an online messaging platform, if a person says he's a noob, I will know for sure it's wrench. 100%. That's integrity right there. Or authenticity too. When you are communicating with your business partner over an online messaging platform like Messenger from Facebook, X.com, Signal, you need to be sure of the following things. Authentication. You want to be sure you are communicating with the right person, who's somebody else not somebody else pretending. Authenticity. You can verify the information comes from the claimed source. Integrity. You must ensure that no one changes the data you exchange. CIA triad. Yeah. CIA actually, this one. Confidentiality. You prevent an unauthorized party from eavesdropping on your conversation. I've learned this because of the blue team sock stuff. Nice, man. I learned this one. I learned from my university. Cryptography can provide solutions to satisfy the above requirements. Among many others, private key cryptography, that is, symmetric encryption, mainly protects confidentiality. However, public key cryptography, asymmetric cryptography, plays a significant role in authentication, authenticity, and integrity. This is a big one. Uni can teach anything. Bro, uni don't teach anything, honestly, hardly anything. But this is important, right? So, cryptography provides solution to satisfy the above requirements, the CIAA, right? Confidentiality, integrity, authenticity, authentication, right? So, private key, symmetric encryption, basically only one private key is needed to protect your confidentiality. But public key one, asymmetric one, plays a significant role in authentication, authenticity, and integrity. This room will show various examples of how public key cryptography achieves that. Learning prerequisites. So this room is the second in the 3 introductory rooms about cryptography. Before starting this room, ensure you have finished the first one, cryptography basics. This is the one, and then we have hashing. Learning objectives. In this room, we will cover various asymmetric crypto systems, the public key ones, and the applications that use them, such as RSA, used for SSH and stuff, and even like a bunch of cryptography places. Diffie-Hellman, SSH, SSL, TLS certificates, PGP, a big political history behind it, and GPG, big again GNU. First, let's start our virtual machine. So let's start it anyways. The machine, let me do one thing, some madness here. Let me do some madness. Let me cook. Okay. Allow. Okay, it's waiting for the response. So, in this room, we'll cover various asymmetric ones, right? And the machine will start in a split window, show split one, yes. IP address will come here. Then we have user and stuff. So let me get my Kali also up. And we have user and try hack me one, so, or exclamation mark. So we can mark this as complete. Quickly getting this guy in. This will be nice. I like this part about it. Okay. Okay, Kali. Let me connect it to this lads quickly. CD desktop, CD, I think try hack me. Okay, I think sudo open VPN censored hacker. Yeah, let's go Kali I'm using today. After a long time. Long awaited time, lads. Okay. Let's see what is the IP of this machine. Okay, we are able to reach it. User try hack me this. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, it's good we use this one because there is no GUI. When I started doing things like this, I thought, what the heck is Kali? Confused as fuck. Dude, I know those days. I have been there. It's good we share that same pain. Common use of asymmetric encryption. Exchanging keys for symmetric encryption is a widespread use of asymmetric cryptography. Oh, wait. One sec, lads. Oh, that's why you were not able to see me or hear me properly. Let me do this. Now I realize, sorry, Shriram, now I realize. Now my volume should be better. I had some like locks there, like at the very bottom. Now my voice will be very high, I guess. Okay. I'll adjust. Okay. So, asymmetric encryption is relatively slow compared to symmetric encryption. Therefore, we'll rely on asymmetric encryption to negotiate. Yeah, CH back again. Nice. Oh, okay. Sorry. So loud. I'm going to reduce it. So sorry. Is it better? The voice is better now. Hopefully not super loud. Actually, like what happened, I forgot. I was testing some stuff. And if you see at the very bottom here, my mic, right, there was like a gate there, right? That's why my volume was very low. Now it's in yellow area, so that's good. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. So, as I was saying, exchanging keys for symmetric encryption is a widespread use of asymmetric cryptography. Asymmetric encryption is relatively slow compared to symmetric encryption. Therefore, we rely on asymmetric encryption to negotiate and agree on symmetric encryption ciphers and keys. Okay, sounds good, man. But the question is, so important to know, right? First, we use asymmetric to satisfy these things, and that's why these were mentioned, right? Private key is mainly for confidentiality, but asymmetric is for authentication, authenticity, and integrity, right? So first our authentication, authenticity, and integrity, once these things are set in our system, right, then we go for just confidentiality. So that's important, why they said it there. Because asymmetric will give us integrity, authenticity, authentication, authorization, and then the public one will give us confidentiality, right? But the question is, how do you agree on a key with the server without transmitting the key for people snooping to see? Analog, big one. Imagine you have a secret code for communicating and instructions. When CH becomes a super big YouTuber, chats will fly and he won't even get a reply. Nah, man, you will. I was thinking actually about this. Like, I will love to make you guys moderators, because you guys have been with the culture. You guys are the one who built the culture, right? And imagine, let's say, if I'm making good money, right? I can have you guys as moderators, and I will pay you guys to help me. That's how it works, actually. I believe that's how it works, because if you have been from the starting, right, it would be nice to just give you guys some money to help me with this, because you guys helped me build this. Without your messages, I would have given up long time ago. So you guys mean a lot to me. You guys have no idea. I will cherish this moment. Oh, Wrench, you know how to have sarcasm. Good one. I like it. Okay, analog. Imagine you have a secret code for communicating and instructions for using the secret code. The question is how you can send these instructions to your friend without anyone else being able to read them. A secret code for communicating and instructions for using the secret code. Okay. The answer is more straightforward than it seems. You could ask your friend for a lock. Only your friend has the key for this lock, and you will assume you have an indestructible box you can lock it with. Social engineering unlocked, yeah. If you send the instructions in a locked box to your friend, they can unlock it once it reaches them and read the instructions. After that, you can communicate using the secret code without the risk of people snooping. Basically, what this person said is you here. You with a very indestructible box. Your friend, right, with the lock, and the keys, plus the keys, right? So he gave you the lock and said, once you fill up the stuff inside the box, right, put this lock in. You don't need the lock. You don't need the key to lock it. One of those boxes, but only his key or her key can unlock it. So once you send the box, all the information with the secret code and the instructions to use the secret code will be with your friend, and then you can communicate with all the ciphers, encryption, decryption through paper, whatever. So easy, good way to explain this is how public key one works, right? You can unlock it once it reaches them. They can unlock it once it reaches them and read the instructions. After that, you can communicate using the secret code without the risk of people snooping. In this metaphor, the secret code represents a symmetric encryption cipher and the key. The lock represents server's public key and the key represents the server's private key. So basically, let me draw it. It's you again. You again. And your friend or the server this time. So the box we have. The box is basically. No, wait. Hold up. The lock represents server's key, so nothing for the box. So we have the lock right here. This represents public key. This is server's public key. Sorry, I could not do anything here. Let me just see if I can make things smaller. Bro, I made a YouTube banner, by the way. You want it? Oh, sure. Sounds good. I would love to. I would love to. So we have this one, right? The lock. And there is some stuff inside it. What is this stuff? This stuff represents the symmetric encryption or crypto symmetric algorithm which we want to use, which is probably AES. Oh, sounds good. Thank you so much. Algorithm, right? Plus the key. And this is that private key for symmetric private key for the symmetric algorithm, right? Now I understand a bit more little bit as I was explaining. So the box, this box represents your public encryption algorithm. So this box, the indestructible box, is public key encryption algorithm, server's public key, private key, and then we have your friend's key or like your server's key. This is basically the private key of the asymmetric. Hopefully send it, man. It's pretty simple. Oh sure, thank you so much, bro. Didn't use. Oh wow, nice, bro. Okay, so hopefully you guys understand this now. The server says, hey, use this algorithm, public key encryption algorithm, asymmetric algorithm with this server's public key, my public key, and send me what algorithm, symmetric algorithm, and the private key you want to use for communication. It sends to us, our Google Chrome, our server, our computer, right? Then on the server side, it's able to decrypt this box. Whatever is inside this box here, right? It's able to open the box, open it with the help of this private key of this asymmetric algorithm, right? And what it gets inside? It gets this part. The symmetric algorithm with a private key. So hopefully that explains how communication happens, right? Secret code with your friend, secret code or secret stuff inside the box was the encryption algorithm and the key. Lock was the public key, lock's key or like the box's key was the private key. Consequently, you would only need to use asymmetric cryptography once so that it won't affect the speed, and then you can communicate privately using symmetric encryption, right? In the real world, in reality, you need more cryptography to verify that the person you are talking to is who they are, who they say they are. This is achieved using digital signatures, certificates, which we'll visit later. So these, not just like the fact like I was able to log in, but making sure this connection to TryHackMe is also secured. There is encryption with the help of these certificates you see. That's what these certificates are. In this analogy presented, what real object is analogous to the public key? Bro, I got a job offer. Can I ask some advice on it in DMs when I get a full paper? Or 100%, bro. 100%. Feel free to ask me. If you have any questions, and also do ask me, because I know some mistakes I have made, and always ask for a signing bonus. A lot of companies offer a sign-up bonus. Remember that. A lot of people don't know. A lot of companies offer sign-up bonus. So, just this is what you guys have to answer. In in the analogy presented, what real object is analogous to the public key? The lock, yes. Yes, this lock. Server's public key. Beautiful. Thanks, bro. Okay. Now we know a little bit about public key, how things happen and stuff. Let's talk about, it's a startup, will they? Ask for it. Love, bro, like, love this thing. Make this thing your biggest motor, and this is something I love a lot, right? Ask people. Just ask for it. A lot of them, if you ask them, majority of the time, answer is yes. Just ask. What will happen, right? Think about it in a very smart coding perspective, right? Money is everything. Honestly, at one point, you will realize it is not everything, but it is very important for life. It is very important for life. I will give you a real life example though. It was 2 years back, right? I had to go to India. And that's why I say, save every single dollar or rupee, whatever you have, save it. It's important. Money is important. Nah, man, I can't do that. But like, I will give you an example, real life example of my life, which I don't want to go in detail, is it was emotional. But what happened was, my father had to go through a surgery, right? My brother and I both live in Canada. My mom was the only one in India. So I made the decision to say, tell my company that, hey, I'm taking a whole month off RTX 5090. Well, like, I told my company, right, I will take a whole month off, right? No paid, nothing. If I had bills and no savings, let's say if I have a house or a car or a phone which is on EMI, right? I'm paying monthly, but if I don't have savings, I can't go to help my dad. But good part was, I walked. There were days I walked 90 minutes, right? From the top of the hill from my university to all the way to the house, 90 minutes walk in minus 20 degrees to save the $20 of the taxi. That helped me that day, because I told my company, if you fire, I don't care. If you don't fire, great. If you fire, I don't care. I am going to India to take care of my dad. I was in India for a whole month without any money issues, and I told my parents, if you need any money, I can transfer any amount of money right now, right? So that's why I say, a lot of people, especially your professors, your like the whole world will tell you, oh, money is not important. Oh, money is not important. Motherfucking thing is that it's very important. If you care about your parents' happiness, if you want to be able to take care of your parents or anyone you love, make sure you save every single rupee, and it will come back to you. Trust me. Trust me. That's one thing I want to share. Sorry, I went off topic, but reality is that my biggest moment where my life peaked, where my, my happiness, my toughness as a man peaked, was when I was like telling my company, fuck off. I will go and do it. I will take care of my dad. They were sending emails, nothing. I don't care. I told them a couple months ago, but even during the time they were sending emails, didn't care. I was like, fire me if you want. I don't mind. So it's important. Make sure money is important. And if you are in college, right, try to do internships. Try to do like even during your semester. I don't know how, I believe Indian college life is way harder and a lot of work. But here I did like work at in India you might know something as Vijay Sales. Here something is the name of the company is Staples. Right? Yeah, I worked at Staple and I was selling these laptops and stuff, right? I was selling these stuff, right? Whenever somebody comes. So I did that for during my semesters, right? I did door-to-door sales. Just do some work. It is good. It will help you build a humble attitude. That's for sure. And it will help you with the people skill. I did it for learning English and make some money. In internship, what work will they offer? Just take an internship. Just get your foot inside. It depends on the internship, depends on the company. But you will, if you are dedicated, if you can show work, keep applying, you will get a good company and you can show some good work, right? But that's, yeah, reality. And if you want help, like, feel free to ask me in Discord. I'm supposed to do a resume one. I keep forgetting or like keep delaying it. Yeah. And hopefully like I can do with some money I make from YouTube and stuff, right? I can support you guys with like, Shriram, you have done so much work.
Dr. JD.
You have done so much work, right? And so I can hopefully help you with stuff. Okay, sorry, give me 1 minute, lads. I'll be back. Give me 1 minute. Somebody's at the door. Give me 1 second.
Dr. JD.
Sorry, lads. Sorry. Okay. Thank you so much for waiting. I just want to make sure I tell the person I received the package. Whew, I ran up and down. Pretty fast. Awesome. Yeah, and keep trying. Most importantly, keep trying. Okay. So that was some story from my side, right? Let's lock in again. 1 second, make sure. Holy. Okay. Let's lock in, baby. RSA. RSA is public key encryption algorithm that enables secure data transmission over insecure channels. What is an insecure channel? In your coffee shop. I'll get my water too 1 sec. Sure. I need to get water too. Dude, I did 2 floors in like that 10 for 20 seconds. Okay. So, as I was saying, right, let's look at first what RSA is used for. Places RSA algorithms are used in, right? Let's see. RSA algorithms are widely used for digital signatures, secure communication protocols, and digital certificates. These certificates are the one which you see here, right? Communication is secure. These are digital certificates. Digital signature and signatures, right? So SSL and TLS. So basically your HTTPS communication. So the communication you are having with your website, right? And stuff. Awesome. Welcome back, Ranj. So as I was going over like some of the algorithms where you hate RSA. Good to know though. Don't use it, devs. It's secure. Don't use it. Okay. So RSA used for HTTPS communication with various websites. Used for SSH. It's used in SSH for remote access. S for secure. S is not for secure. HTTP is secure. Nice. Used for encryption. So MMI, right? Multipurpose Internet Mail Exchange. Internet email exchange, so integrity of the emails. This is where it's also used. And for VPNs, which we all use. So 4 big reasons right? Or 4 big places it's used, right? And it's a very common one too. It's a very common one. So it's important to understand RSA because you will be encountering it in your real life as a hacker, right? RSA is a public key encryption algorithm that enables secure data transmission over insecure channels. With an insecure channel, we expect adversaries to eavesdrop on it, right? So for example, if I'm having communication in a restaurant with my friend, there are people who can listen to my conversation, right? So it's an insecure channel. But let's say I'm doing it through like those, cup and string. If I'm doing like this, pretty secure, I will say, compared to what we are happening. So similar to that, right? The math makes RSA secure. So the math that makes RSA secure. RSA is based on the mathematically difficult problem of factoring a large number. Multiplying two large prime numbers is a straightforward operation. However, finding the factors of a huge number takes much more computing power, right? What that means is I have a number, right, x. I can x and y I can multiply it very easy, everybody can do, right? But however, finding the factors of a huge number, right? What are the factors of a huge number? I would like an answer here. Let's say a very huge number, right? P. What are the factors in it, right? What are all the factors of this? You can keep calculating. There will be 2, there will be 3, blah, blah, blah. A bunch of them, right? So a bunch of those will be coming. So it's hard to calculate that because to find all those, right? It's simple to multiply two prime numbers together, even on paper, like 113 and 127 will be 14351. Even for larger prime numbers, it would still be a feasible job, even by hand. Consider the following numeric example. Prime number this, product, very simple. I can calculate in 1 second. I just don't know how to say it. On the other hand, it's pretty tricky to determine what two prime numbers multiply together to make 14351, and even more challenging to find the factors of this. Hard to find. In real world examples, the prime numbers would be much larger than the ones in this example. A computer can easily factorize this one. However, it cannot factorize a number that's more than 600 digits. 600 digits big prime number, or a number which has two prime numbers as factors. And you would agree that the multiplication of two huge prime numbers, each around 300 digits, would be easier than the factorization of their product. Just made the Python script for it. Sure. Share it in Discord. Okay. So why not ChatGPT it? Why do you even create Python script? Or did you use ChatGPT to create that? I'm a lazy boy who won't use the brain. Okay. So let's talk about, like, we understand that multiplying two big numbers easy, but finding what were the two factors that created that number hard, right? Numerical example. Let's revisit encryption, decryption, and key usage in asymmetric encryption. The public key is, I can write Python faster than ChatGPT. Nice. Let's revisit encryption, decryption, and key usage in asymmetric encryption. The public key is known to all correspondents and is used for encryption. Sorry, I keep losing my focus. Okay. Let's revisit encryption, decryption, and key usage in asymmetric encryption, right? The public key is known to all correspondent and is used for encryption, while the private key is protected and used for decryption, as shown in the figure here, right? So we have Alice, plain text, use a public key. The public key, for example, let's say Bob is a journalist, the public key will be available on his site. Very open, anybody in the world will know this public key, right? Now, the Bob's private key, the one that's used for decryption, is with Bob, only Bob. In the cryptography basics room, we explained the modulo operation and said it plays a significant role in cryptography. In the following simplified numerical example, let's see the RSA algorithm in action. Bob chooses two prime numbers, let's say 157 and 199. He calculates n is equal to p times q. Got it? So let's keep these things. Okay, let's read through this and we'll copy paste in the drawing area. So Bob chooses two prime numbers 157, 199. The function n, which is n minus p minus q plus 1. So what is n? N is p times q. So 31243 minus 157, 199 plus 1 is 30888. Bob selects E as 168 such that E is relatively prime to n, function of n. E is relatively prime. Moreover, he selects D, which is 379, where E times D is equal to 1 mod this. 1 mod for the function n, that is E times D 6177 and 6177 mod 30888, okay, is equal 1. I see. The public key is NE, that is 3122, which was P times Q, and E, which is the one he selected, 163. And the private key is N 3128 31243 times 379. Okay, at least I got the idea and I can draw. That's a good part. Let's say that the value they want to encrypt is X, which is 13. Then Alice would calculate and send Y is equal. So Y is the encrypted value. X 13 raised to the power E. What is E? Here we selected 163. That's the public key, right? Mod N. So 13 raised to the power 168 mod 31248. Just proving the script so no one calls me a pro. Just improving the script. Adding some syntax errors. Okay. So this is the value they sent. So this is what they have to send. 16341. Bob will decrypt it. Decrypt the received value by finding X by Y power D mod N. So 16341 379 mod this. This way Bob recovers the value that Alice sent. Okay. Interesting stuff. Let me do some maths for you. I don't know if you want. Do you guys want me to go in detail on how this works or no? Depends on you guys too. Yo, Idor, what's up, bro? How's your Java stuff? $10 down. Oh, nice. 20 more to go. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so first let's talk about this thing, right? X raised to the power E mod N is equal to Y to the power D mod N, right? Y is equal to X to the power E mod N. Wait, Y is equal to this value. 1 second, lads. This is interesting. I never actually properly did RSA, so I'm very excited about this maths. You guys want me to go over the maths or you just want me to do some hacking? Keep on with the hacking. Just want to ask you because I would love to go over this. Honestly, I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to maths. Mod n, right? Whew. And what is y? We can replace y with this value, right? If I replace y with this value, x to the power e mod n raised to the power d mod n. This is actually I need to go over this before I can explain how to solve this algorithm. But like basically, at least I got slowly it will leave my brain. Hate man. You know what? I will leave this right now. For now, just for now. Because I think I have to like do it on pen and paper. I can't do it just on this. But basically the maths happens is when x is equal to y power d. I actually, if I spend little bit more time, I can. I won't say I can't do it. I just have to expand and then I have to make sure I understand the mod properties. You hate it too? Okay. I guess everybody hates it. Okay. But the main thing, right? Things to remember is the function n is equal to, what is n, right? A function of n is minus n minus p minus q plus 1, right? You shouldn't do it. Okay, so this is the main function. Then Bob selects e can be random. E value prime relative to n, right? It doesn't matter if you can or not, just don't. Okay. So Bob selects another one relative to prime, relative prime to this. So whatever this value related to it, he selects d, which is another prime number. Another prime number selected, right? Then the function that is sent, so he selects p, q, e, and d, right? And the public key becomes ne, public key, and private key becomes nd. Public key is this, private key is this. N is basically make sure, and one more thing, one last thing before I forget, because I remember this. It was related to the mod. That E times D is equal to 1 mod Qn. Another way to say it, E times D mod P times Q is equal to 1. That's how the numbers are selected. Basically, this is the main algorithm. Okay, I won't go much in further. Just wanted to make sure my brain also understands it. Okay. And all the followers have, like viewers have gone down. So makes sense. Nobody wants to do that. Okay. The proof that above algorithm works can be found in the modular arithmetic here, which I will just share with you guys. I won't go over this. Honestly, it's interesting. I actually want to. The proof that above algorithm works can be found in modular arithmetic and is beyond the scope of this module. It's worth repeating that this, yeah man, who does the math? It's worth repeating that in this example, we picked a 3-digit prime number, while an actual application P and Q would be around 300-digit prime number each. I got into hacking because I don't want to do maths, and I have to do maths for security. Maths you will never leave, man. Maths will never leave you. It's like one of those things. Will never leave you. Same like English. I hated English, but just I cannot leave this. I would rather communicate in Python with everyone than in English. RSA in CTFs. The method behind RSA comes up relatively often in the CTFs, requiring you to calculate variables or break some encryption based on them. Many good articles online explain RSA and they will give you almost all the information you need to complete the challenges. One good example of RSA CTF in is the breaking RSA room. Man, we should have a talk. I don't know why people say I have a US accent and all. I would love to, man. I would love to. I have an Indian accent, right? Hopefully. Hop in and break poorly implemented RSA using Fermat's factorization algorithm. Damn. That would be interesting. There's some Python there, Vlad. Okay. We can put this room in. I'm down to have a conversation though, Wrench. I'll put this room in my to-dos. Save this room. Is it saved? Okay, good. Okay. So there is a breaking RSA room which we can look into. Then there are some excellent tools for defeating RSA challenges in CTFs. My favorite is RSA CTF tool, which has worked well for me. I've also had some success with RSA tools. So let's look into these two guys. RSA CTF, RSA attack tool mainly for CTF, retrieve private key from weak public key and or unciphered data. Oh, this is when like people use wrong. Oh, I see. So this is where people use not so secure keys, like not 300 digit RSA public key and private key. Nice. Okay, need to start this so I remember to look into this. Cool. What about this one? RSA tool can be used to calculate RSA and RSA CRT parameters. Damn. Dude, people are killing it. I'm pretty sad when people think I'm an American gunslinger. Oh, dang. Yeah, bro, we have that in CTF. I have done one using Python. Oh, interesting. We need to know the main variable. Which CTF though? The crypto one you sent me? That one? The crypto hacks? You need to know that the main variable for RSA in CTFs are PQ, M, N, E, D, and C. As per our numerical example, P and Q are large numbers. N we can calculate, right? The public key N and E, N and D, E and D again are we can, if we know E we can calculate D because we know P and Q. M is used to represent the original message, so the main message, right? C represents the encrypted cipher. Not in the Vixon, but the other CTF we did. Which one? I have to remember. Wait, we did which all CTFs we have done? Oh, are you talking about the Pico CTF? Because I think like there was one you mentioned. I have saved it. Move. Where was the crypto one? I think I thought I saved it. Oh, about your team. Oh, I see. Not in the stream. Oh, okay, got it. Interesting. Dude, that's interesting. I would love to like hit some RSA and see like how I can secure myself more too, right? That'll be an interesting thing to look into. 100%. Oh, no. This is all fine. So, it's stream, man. It's fine. It's my brain also doesn't work, so it's fine. So, crypto CTF challenges often present you with a set of these values and you need to break the encryption and decrypt a message to retrieve the flag. Knowing the P and Q, what is N? Okay, lads, you have to answer these questions. Actually, don't. I'll help you I'll get the answers, man. There's no point in finding these answers. Can I get calculator? Times Because if I have these values, there is no point in hacking, right? There is no point of hacking anything. Oh, what is n? N is Pn times Q, right? Oh, because of the commas, I 239,669. Bro, wait, let me try. Sure. I'll send you the CTF challenge. Yeah, please. It would be nice. So you find this one. Function of n. Function of n. If you don't remember the formula, let me know. I would love to send you that. So, and these are the values. Let me send you this. Next is Diffie-Hellman, a key exchange. That is a nice one to do as well. Share task. I'm down to look into Diffie-Hellman too today, and then we can call it a day. So we can talk about SSA, digital signatures, and PGP, GPG together tomorrow. All those which we see in every day-to-day life. Okay, Wrench, what's the answer, buddy guy? Let me also calculate on my side. So let's see if we get it. Bro, you can't see my numbers. Oh, I can't see the numbers. Oh, here. Oh, here. Oh, this is nice actually. This is cool. I can't see a number. Oh, the YouTube is blocking it? I have sent them. Check Discord. Sure. It's interesting why YouTube would block a number like that. It's like stupid from YouTube. Two nine two two eight six two plus 1. Yeah, so 20. Yes, you're correct. That's interesting. Why they're blocking these stuff? It's just like stupid. I have no idea. Sorry, boss. I don't know why they're blocking it. But you're right. You're actually right. 228,620. By the way, just one thing. I'm sorry. I should not bring this up, but here you are missing. Oh, I see what you did here. Nice. Got it. No, that's a good way to do it. I was thinking about plus 1, but I was like, I see you did it with the brackets. Nice. Good job, buddy guy. You know maths. Right? You know maths. I see you. Wrench. I see you. I cross-checked with GPT. It said it was right. Nice. Okay. So let's talk about now Diffie-Hellman key exchange. Right? You hate maths? It doesn't look like it. But let's talk about this one. Why this one I want to talk about before going over, because if you see, this is another algorithm just like RSA. This is also algorithm. But there are I think there are two researchers. Those are two researchers, different ones. Let's see who was Diffie-Hellman. Who was? I thought there were two people. Oh no, just one guy. No, there are two. Diffie-Hellman refer to Whitfield Diffie and Martin Hellman, two US cryptographers who invented a revolutionary key exchange protocol in 1979. Bro has a personal fight with me. He's my enemy. That's funny. Their work is called Diffie-Hellman key exchange, which is interesting. You know, one thing very interesting. Some of the top algorithms came around this area, right? Came around this time of 1970s, and this 70, 60, 75 to 80 was such a crazy era. You got Apple coming in, you got Microsoft come in, you got this, you got triple DES, you got so much NSA stuff going on. Now I hate both of them. But let's see what Diffie-Hellman. What is Diffie-Hellman used in today? So this establishing a shared key over insecure channels, again same as RSA, right? TLS, SSL, SSH, IP security, right? IPsec. So those things, and that's what they were in PGP, GPG, right? This is GNU and pretty good privacy, again, big things. Yeah, so I think like same thing. This is also, there are multiple algorithms used to make sure everything is secure. So this is, along with RSA, this is one of them. So key exchange, Diffie-Hellman key exchange. Key exchange aims to establish a shared secret between two parties. It is a method that allows two parties to establish a shared secret over an insecure communication channel without requiring a pre-existing shared secret. Oh, so you don't have to share things. Nice. This is nothing. Bro, does your chair go 360? It does. It does. I'll show you. Sorry, I have my blanket. I like having a blanket. It does 720, baby. You have to take a peek into CEH cryptography notes. Oh, okay. Okay, sounds good. Wait, you have? I saw your those were pretty dope. Like the OSCP ones. I saw those with WinRAR. I am always a kid, man. We are always kids. Never forget the childhood. It's good to be kid, man. Well, okay. Going back, actually, Idor, can you share the cryptography notes then? I would love to hear more about what CEH talks about with cryptography. It would be interesting. But going back, right? Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Key exchange establishes shared secret between two parties. Important thing to note here is without requiring a pre-existing shared secret and without an observer being able to get this key. So you don't have to share, and you nobody will be able to see it. Consecutively, this shared key can be used for symmetric encryption in subsequent communication. So it can be used for symmetric encryption as well, along with asymmetric, right, which is a public key one. Consider the following scenario. Alice and Bob want to talk securely. They want to establish a shared key for symmetric cryptography but don't want to use asymmetric cryptography for the key exchange like we had. Oh, thank you so much, bro. Can I open this? Let me open on the side so nobody sees our conversations. Ooh. Oh, thanks, bro. PDF file. That works. Thank you. Thanks, Idor. Okay, so going back here, right? Alice and Bob want to talk securely. They want to establish a shared key for symmetric cryptography. Oh, also, Idor, can you share it in the resources for the Hackers Pub Discord? That'll be great, please, and thank you. So, they want to establish a shared key for symmetric cryptography, right? For the integrity of the data over like internet, but don't want to use asymmetric cryptography for key exchange. This is where Diffie-Hellman key exchange comes in. It's a big file. Go for it. Can you share it like in the thing? Let's see. Show me the secrets. Alice and Bob. I will need Discord Nitro. Okay, let me look into like buying Discord Nitro then. Let me look into buying that so you guys can share it. Thank you for letting me know that. I'll do that. So Alice and Bob generate secrets in the sorry lads, sorry. So people who don't know, right? Can you do this? Oh yeah, yes. And does anybody have Discord Nitro? The IDOR will send like some cryptography one to that person. Or what you can do, IDOR, you can just share the link to the OneDrive, right? Have it in the OneDrive I shared and just share it there. Bro, just give us the mega link. Yeah. Yeah. So you can use OneDrive, or we can talk after this. We'll talk after this. So Alice and Bob generate secrets independently. Oh, GitHub link too, yeah. Yeah, use Drive. Yeah, you can use my Drive. And like, we can look. Don't worry. So Alice and Bob generate secrets independently. Let's call these secrets A and B. They also have some public common material. Let's call it the C. We need to make some assumptions. Firstly, whenever we combine secrets, EC will kill me. Okay, sounds good. I will, let's talk about this easily. What is EC though? We need to make some assumptions. Firstly, whenever we combine secrets, they are practically impossible to separate. Secondly, the order in which they are combined doesn't matter. So basically, what they are saying, kind of my idea. Let's say A plus B. Let's say A is water and B is EC Council will kill you. Okay. So let's say this is water, right? And B, let's say is salt. Not salt, sparkling water. So when you mix them, it doesn't matter if you put water in sparkling water or sparkling water in water, doesn't matter, right? But what does matter, right? What another thing is, you can't separate them. So that's something what they are saying, I believe. So when we combine secrets, practically impossible to separate. Secondly, the order in which they are combined doesn't matter. Alice and Bob will combine their secrets with common material to form AC and BC. They will then send these to each other and combine the retrieved or received part with their secrets to create two identical keys, both ABC. Now we can use this key to communicate. Oh, I see. So let's say 0 day. Now I'm here. Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. Okay. So what is actually happening? I believe I'll show you something, a very good example. I know this one because I looked into this, right? If you found the previous paragraph too abstract, let's investigate further. No, I will give you a very good example from this key exchange one. So you guys understand with something easy to understand way. I think this is the example. Let me give you, yeah, this has to be the example. So we have center drive link. Thank you, man. Oh, yeah, right. Sorry, I keep forgetting, man. My bad, man. It's hard to remember. It was Dolly yesterday. 0 day. Okay, that's you. You keep the same name, bro. It's confusing. Why are you making my life hard? Okay, so what we were seeing, right? Yellow component, this one. Let me copy the image, put it here. Now we can play some game here. So this is our C, the yellow component here. This is our C, right? The common paint. Now we have Sherry, or let's say this is Alice. And this is our guy Bob, right? And these compounds are C each. Their secret is basically Alice's secret is A, Bob's secret is B. Let me just see if I can play something. So you don't get confused. I'm just making sure. And maybe this is my OCD. I have no idea. Okay. So we have Alice in, let's say, this one, A. Right? So we have their secrets here. Now, what this is, this compound is AC. This one is BC. They mix the compounds. Now, this BC is sent here to Alice and AC is sent here to Bob. So this is AC, this is BC. These can't be separated, right? We don't know what were there, but we just know that doesn't matter the order, right? At the end of the day, now we are going to add A to it. It becomes ABC. In here, we are adding B to it. Again, this becomes ABC. Simple maths, right? Let's say C is a number, A is a number, B is a number. AC, BC, BC plus A becomes A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C. Simple. So hopefully not hard to understand. But if you want, if you think like it didn't make sense, let me know. Now, so let's just go over what they are saying. Alice and Bob agree for a public variable, right? A large prime number P and A generator G, where G is a large prime number P and A generator G, where G is 0 to is greater than 0 and less than P. These values will be disclosed publicly over the communication channel. Although insecurely small, we will choose P to be 29 and G to be 3 to simplify our calculation, because 3 is between 0 and 29. Each party chooses a private integer, right? Numerical example, Alice chooses 13 and B chooses 15. Doesn't have to be prime. And these are their private numbers, must not be disclosed. The time for each party to calculate the public key. So what Alice's public key, or basically in the one they have to send, Alice will send capital A value, which is G to the power A mod P, 3 power A, 13 A, small a is Alice's public private key, mod 29, which is 19. Bob calculates B, G to the power B mod blah blah blah, 26. So their public key 26 and 19. Send it to each other. How now it will work? Bob receives A and Alice receives B. Now what they will do to the maths, and this is the last step, I'm just going to move forward after this. They can finally calculate. I hate cryptography, man. I understand, bro. Can finally calculate. I'm just very thinking about this, right? In 1974 or 1979, whatever, I think 74, right? Or 79. They were able to come with such a good algorithm that it used today. And it's just very interesting to think about. So Bob and Alice can finally calculate shared secret using received public key and their own private key. Alice calculates B times A mod P. So 26, which was sent by Bob, Alice's key mod P, and Bob calculates A to the power B, which is Alice's public key. Small key is the private one, mod P. Both are 10. And this is how it works, if you guys are interested more. There is no like easy way to explain, because this is like maths, right? 1 plus 1 has to be 2. You need to understand. So the chosen numbers are too small to provide any security. And in real life application, we would consider much bigger numbers. Let's see if I can see some information here. So like public key is like this big, right? And something like these. So these are big values where it's used in real life. So Diffie-Hellman key exchange is often used alongside RSA public key cryptography. Diffie-Hellman is used for key agreement, while RSA changed the name. Wrench noob. Nice, man. So Diffie-Hellman is used for key agreement, while RSA is used for digital signatures, key transport. So they both are used together for digital signature, key transport, and authentication, among many others. And Diffie-Hellman is basically for key agreement, right? For instance, RSA helps to provide the identity of the person you are talking to via digital signing. So digital signing, these certificates are digitally signed, right? As you can confirm based on their public key. This would prevent someone from attacking the connection with a man in the middle attack against Alice by pretending to be Bob. In brief, Diffie-Hellman and RSA are incorporated into many security protocols and standards to provide a comprehensive security solution. Basically, just read the last line so we can move on. Diffie-Hellman and RSA are incorporated in many security protocols and standards to provide a comprehensive solution. Together they are used. So in Diffie-Hellman we send this. Oh, thank you so much for following, mate. In Diffie-Hellman we use it for exchanging the keys, whereas in RSA we use it, right, to have some kind of identity, authenticity to the communication. What is A? Lads, I'm already following you. Yeah, I know. I think it's basically because I think this, to be able to chat you have to follow, right? If I'm not wrong. After you change the name, things went. So do you want to do this maths? Let me ask you this question. I can keep on doing it. Do you want to do the maths? Because I can do quickly if you want. So first would be consider P as 29, G as 5. Okay, you hate maths. Okay, let me do this quickly then for you. Just for you. I wouldn't do it for anyone else, French. Just for you, bro. Just for you. Love you too much, man. Okay. So P is 29, G is 5. What is A? A is what is capital A? A is basically G to the power. I don't know how to do the power in this one. It's way easier to do with the hand, not going to lie. Oh, I need a scientific one. Yeah. Where is my guy here? Okay. Okay. Oh, we have mod here too. That's crazy. Bro, clear this. Okay. So we have small a, capital A is considered G, 5 to the power 12 mod 29. 7? I have this in my second. Oh, you did it during your second. What is B, capital B then? Let's clear this guy. Next one is 9. Okay. Roger that, boss. Thank you. Knowing P, A, what would, and you have B, capital B from the second equation. What is the value calculated by Bob, which is capital B? So 9. Next one is 11. Okay. Damn, bro, you're fast. Using Vedic maths or what? No. Wrench. No. 9 to the power A. What was A? I forgot. 12 mod 29 24. Okay, and then let's calculate what Alice got. Hold up, shouldn't it be 24 too? Yeah, I didn't calculate. I just was like, yeah, 24, right? Yeah, that's good to know. At least this shows we know what's going on. This shows that. Okay, I don't know why there was a algorithm like a machine given. Good to go, CH. Download the file from the drive link. Java time, and I have to complete it today. Sounds good, bro. We are almost done too. So thank you so much for staying with me, man. Thank you so much. So we have next tomorrow, we will cover SSH, which is authenticating the server, how SSH works, right? How that communication goes. It's a good amount of information. Private key. Damn. A good. So probably we can just cover SSH and digital signatures to understand what goes, right? Have to crack RSA in the SSH? That would be fun, maybe. Yeah. Remote web service to prove itself to the client and TLS certificates. Okay. And there is I think if I will give you guys this interesting thing. Look at Digi. Look at this company name and what happened using Darknet Diaries like podcast. Look at this company name. You guys would be interested in digital signatures and certificates after that a lot more, because this company was a digital signatures and certificates company, and like I think 12 million something was the value, or 40 million gone within one day, like because of one mistake, somebody's mistake, not proper OPSEC, gone. The company, multi-million-dollar company, double digit, gone in a day. Then I think day after tomorrow we will cover GNU GPG. Oh, this is very small, so maybe we can cover this. Yeah, episode 3. So maybe we can cover this too tomorrow. Let's see, given how the time goes. Okay, but yeah, lads, that's all for today, right? And also, if we finish this early, right, this week, we will cover some of the Hack the Box, because I know you guys love Hack the Box. You want me to do some Hack the Box. We all can do Hack the Box together. So that would be fun. Some retired free machines we can cover. So hopefully I can cover this tomorrow. And because I won't be available on my Friday, your guys' Saturday, so I'll try to cover this, right? Yeah, I will cover VIX on CTF too if we get the time. 100%. I would love to. But yeah, let's. Oh, also don't forget to join the Discord, right? For whoever who hasn't, we share a lot of good information there. So here's the Discord link. And if you like it, like, share, subscribe, please. It helps. Just helps me get the ads level and some sponsorship to pay for my bills. But yeah, thank you so much, lads. And let me take a screenshot of these things so I have a good idea of what happens. Users in chat, so I know exactly what's going on. I have to add IDOR and wrenches already on top, baby. Awesome. So thank you so much, lads. This is your favorite hacker, the one and only who loves maths, the weird one that loves maths. Don't know why, but love it, right? Till then, thank you so much. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Have a great day. Have a great night. Good night, night, I guess. Enjoy. Share love. Give somebody a hug. Give somebody a kiss with proper, like on the cheek, without any, with consent, proper consent, right? Or get some kisses, I guess. But with that being said, this is your favorite hacker on the move to the bed. Hopefully nobody breaks that and breaks my sleep today. With that being said, things didn't work out and the last, so I don't know what to say. But till then, thank you so much. Have a great day. CH, your favorite censored hacker, signing off for tonight. Thank you. Good night. Have a great one. Jai Shri Ram. Bye. Bye. Have a good one.